Welcome to the Defeat the Drama podcast, where you'll learn tips, tricks, and strategies to help you gain clarity, find purpose, live boldly, and defeat the drama in leadership and life. Host Kirsten E. Ross is known to many as the drama-free queen. She is the undisputed expert of transformation. She'll move you from resigned, resentful, and overwhelmed to focused, engaged, and empowered.
Welcome to the Defeat the Drama podcast. I'm Kirsten Ross, your host, and I'm thrilled that you're here. I'm on a mission to defeat drama, so let's go make it happen. This is episode number 8. Before I dive into the topic, I wanted to take a quick moment to encourage you to send me your drama challenges. I'm going to have segments on future episodes where I will address your specific challenges, and I'll be providing customized solutions. So if you go to my website, defeatthedrama.com, click on the Submit Your Question button at the top, you'll be able to submit your question. You can submit it by recording, or you can send me a message. Either way, I'll get it, and then listen up because I'm going to be providing those customized solutions. And that segment's going to be called Defeat Your Drama. So I look forward to helping you with that. Now, on to our topic. Today, we're going to be talking about influence versus blame. I think this is a really important topic to cover because as I was thinking about what I've talked about thus far in the episodes, I started thinking about what happens often when I begin working with a client. So I'm working with them and we're trying to deal with the challenges going on inside of their business. And almost every time at some point they will say, you know what? It feels like you're blaming me for everything that's happening in the business. So I started thinking about that and I thought I better explain this because I often have to explain it to my clients. The work that I do isn't about assigning blame. Blame is really about who's at fault. It's kind of, who do you want to blame? Who do you want to get in trouble? And nothing that I'm doing is really about putting focus or energy at who's at fault. It is looking to see who has the opportunity to influence a situation. So influence and blame are very different to me. Blame isn't as productive. So that's kind of one step. And you need to figure out, so if you're going to do some discipline or something inside of your business, for sure you need to know, who started it, who did what wrong, those kinds of things to kind of solve or address an issue. But from a leadership perspective, when things are going awry inside of your business, it's looking for opportunities for you to have a positive influence around a current challenge or drama situation. So it doesn't matter to me, and I hope it doesn't matter to you, who's really to blame. It really is looking for where you can have a positive impact. So influence can be just maybe you've been avoiding paying attention to the drama in your organization. So you're not creating the drama, but you're not having a positive influence either. And since you're the one listening to the podcast right now, you're the one who has control of what you do with the information that you hear. So what is really unfortunate is at times when we start feeling blamed, we'll shut down and we'll say, well, it's not my fault. And then we feel like, well, it's not my fault, so I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to dive in. I'm not going to get involved. And really, the whole goal of most of the information I'm going to be sharing throughout all the episodes of this podcast is to help you find where you can be empowered. Because in almost every situation, there's some way that you can influence a situation when you're a leader, even if you didn't cause it. So let's look at a specific example. So, this has happened multiple times actually. So I'm working with a leader and they tell me, this employee just keeps doing everything that I don't want them to do. They're providing poor customer service. They're not following through. And, I've trained them, but they're not doing what I need them to do. So I'll say, well, you need to have a conversation with them and set clear expectations and then hold them accountable. And they'll say, I've already trained them and they should just know what they need to do. And then I'll ask them, how much time and energy are you spending feeling frustrated with this employee? Usually the answer is a lot. How much lost productivity and maybe even lost profits are you experiencing because of the way this employee is working? Usually it's a lot. Or how much drama are they creating? How frustrated is the rest of the team? Usually it's a lot. So I'll then say, wouldn't it be worth having a 2-minute conversation or maybe a 5-minute conversation to just see if you could have a positive impact on this situation? So you do say that you've trained them, but they're not doing what you need them to do. You say that they should know what you need them to do, but the outcome suggests that they don't. So why not give it a whirl? See if you can have a positive influence on the situation by going and having the conversation. So while it's not the leader's fault, they're the ones who possibly can have a good influence on the situation. So in many of the instances that I'm going to be talking about, I want you to focus on not who's to blame, but where can you have an influence? So it's either by addressing something, maybe reacting differently than you have in the past. We'll be covering all kinds of different solutions and strategies, but I just want you to come from a place of feeling empowered, because even if you haven't created a negative situation, you can maybe fix it by inserting your influence. And when you do that and you have a positive outcome, it feels really, really great. So can I ask you to do that? In these episodes, focus on not who's to blame. And, if you say, well, I have nothing to do with this, I don't want to deal with it, stop yourself and say, I am going to be empowered to do something about this. I'm going to find some area where I can have a good influence. So make that commitment to me and to yourself and to your team and to your business, and we'll get far. All right? Okay. So this is just a super quick episode. That's all I wanted to say right now. I just wanted to clarify that. So thank you so much for joining me. Remember to submit your questions. Go to defeatthedrama.com, click on the podcast site, and then click submit your questions. If you found value here, if you could also complete a review or subscribe, that would be awesome. And share if there's anyone else you know who could benefit from the content in these podcasts. Thank you so much. Let's defeat the drama. Don't let anyone steal your focus or zap your joy.